You know, when I do this job, and what it is a job at the end of the day, you have to treat it like that, and then that's how it grows. I read countless stories every single day, and I ask myself, can I comfortably talk about that for a few minutes and give you my opinion of it? And every now and again, I come across a real topper where I read it, don't believe it, read it again, and think, oh my God. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Sunday evening. Hope you're all doing all right. I hope this story gives you a laugh. It's not very funny really, but it was just the whole subject matter. I thought, oh my God, how could this happen? Before I go down that road, I just want to thank you all for your support during the week, and those of you that turned up at the live streams I do every day. The numbers are growing. We hit record numbers this week. When, it wouldn't at all surprise me if we're into the 200s sooner or later, because they're gaining some traction, so I really do appreciate that. Well, years ago, I was down at Minis Bay, where the Royal Engineers and the bomb disposal people pulled in the bouncing bomb prototypes off the coast. The bouncing bomb from the dam busters, because they practiced what they were doing off the coast of Minis Bay, just down from where I lived. And they did an amazing job. They pulled them in from the water, put them in a compound, and made sure they were safe and we all could see them. And they do that kind of work every day of their lives. And you don't think really that anything would be too obscene that they would be called out to, or too unusual, car bombs, old munitions. I mean, there was even a story once about a hurricane, I think, that crashed in a housing estate area, which is now a housing estate area, and they thought they'd recovered everything at the time, but years later it found out that there wasn't, and they had to get the remains and any spent munitions out of the ground as well. So they do incredible work, very brave guys. But have they ever come across this before? Yes, you read that right, folks. A poor man from Gloucester was admitted to hospital with a World War II artillery shell rammed firmly up his backside. And you have to wonder, how the hell did it get there in the first place? And I was thinking of all sorts of funny anecdotes and jokes you could relate to this, but all I could think was, I hope the poor bugger didn't get indigestion, because that could have been rather explosive. Anyway, it was removed and bomb disposal was called, just in case there were any issues with the shell, I think. And it turns out that it was safe. It was a kind of artillery shell that was used for anti-tank weapons, so I guess it was quite sizable, and it says a lot about the size of the guy's rear end if it could fit that up there. But let's not be too horrible. The man was in considerable pain, but they managed to remove it, and I'm sure, apart from a touch of the old Bronte, as in Brontosaurus arse, he will make a full recovery. What actually happened? Well, he's a collector of military memorabilia, and the story goes he was having a tidy up, and this shell formed part of the collection. He slipped and fell and got a nasty shock in the rear quarters, and yes, that could have been quite an explosive situation, depending on what he had for dinner the night before, I'm sure. But thank God he's all right, and all's well that ends well. It just made me chuckle slightly, wince a little, and thought, oh my God, news like that, Jesus. Anyway, I'm off, and I'll see you soon with another one. Toodaloo.